City of Casey proudly acknowledges the traditional owners, Casey's Aboriginal communities, and their rich culture, and pays respect to their elders past, present and future. We acknowledge Aboriginal people as Australia's first people and as the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we work and live. This podcast has been recorded on Bunurong land.
The views, opinions and information shared during the KCU Services podcast series belong solely to the individuals involved. Any recommendations or advice given during the podcast are general in nature and does not replace the need to seek professional advice where necessary. If you are in need of urgent assistance, please call 000 or the Kids Helpline on 1800 551 800.
Hello guys, thanks for joining. It's Stephen here with Nat and Zara.
Hello.
Hello.
So it's that time of the year where we're wrapping up and looking at what we've been able to do as a service through the year. Yeah, how you guys feeling today?
It's been a long year.
Definitely.
For me, just started.
Yeah, and it's lovely having you, and
Yeah,
lovely
thank
having you
you.
back after your holiday, Nat, too.
Thanks.
So first off, we're going to start with an icebreaker question. What is your go-to holiday movie and why?
To be honest, there is no movie that I will watch just at Christmas time. I wish I had something. There's so many people, they're like, I just sit down and it's my tradition that I watch this movie at this time. I don't do it. I don't know.
No, that's
I don't
fair.
have anything.
Okay, Zara, is there any movies that you like to watch during the holiday season or about a holiday movie?
I think I would watch Kung Fu Panda because it's a very family movie, and also I can watch it with my sister, and also it's like mindfulness as well, showing how to control the emotions and being present.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing I love about Kung Fu Panda is that it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, you can be a part of it. It's fantastic. So
Yes, absolutely.
and really good cast too, like great voice actors in there too. So for me, I've got a few, and if I narrow it down, it's going to be the one, and it's going to be Love Actually. The music in this, it just makes me laugh every time. But such a great cast.
There is so many people in it, but I've never actually watched it the whole way through.
Yeah. Oh, I could read off the cast, but yeah, there's just too many to name. So yeah, cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you for that. So the next question I'd like to ask, so this is in regards to the highlights. So what's one of the coolest things you've been a part of at work this year?
Do you know what? I think it wasn't something that I was actually technically a part of, but watching from the outside, the D&D, Dungeons and Dragons activity, watching that grow over the last year has just been like, and seeing how excited the young people get when they get to work with Kyle. Like he comes in and they're just like coming in separate and getting the book and being like, oh, I've got to do this character, I've got to level him up, I've got to do this. That has probably been my highlight, watching the interest of something that used to be so nerdy and has now come back in, and anyone can do it. Anyone, like no matter who you are, what your background is, if you can imagine something, then you can do this.
Love it. I was a D&D nerd back in the 90s, so seeing the energy that Kyle has as a dungeon master, yeah, just a very quick one. We had a Lego D&D crossover, so I got to experience it when he was able to use Lego as a visual medium as well. It just worked really well. And yeah, absolutely a fantastic highlight and something great for the space. So yeah. Zara, what about yourself?
I just joined the team. That's amazing that it's a privilege to be working with young people.
Yeah.
But in a very short time, the program that I'm running, Chill Vibe, it's pretty good program that young people are enjoying, cooking and drawing and some paintings. And also with the background that I belong to, it's a very new thing for the girls that, they come and know about the mindfulness and things like that. It's very important that, the young people are getting exposed to.
Yeah, and fantastic mentor. I've seen the work you do, and the young girls, they love being around you. They see something special in you that we see too. So it's really cool to see you interacting that way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really excited to see where it's going to go.
For me, I think the open day back in June, July was really great. We got to meet some really cool young people. We got to engage with them outside, inside. We had services come to the space that were able to support young people. It was a fantastic experience, and here I am with a big Lego set talking about Lego, and just I feel like I was the door greeter and just welcoming people in and talking about what we do as a service. And I just loved it. It was a really good space. So promoting the space inside the space was really cool.
But yeah, hearing and seeing how good that day was, it's definitely going to be an annual thing for sure. And the support that we've received from some of those organisations since to our young people has been absolutely fantastic. Like, we could not have predicted that. It has been so good.
Absolutely. And I believe we may have we found a teammate at that event that's come on board and joined the team since that event. Zara, do you remember that event?
Yeah, I remember. That was a fantastic day that I met a lot of young people, and also Chris.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for the event, we wouldn't have Zara here right now, which is, there you go. Definitely a highlight having Zara in the team too. The next question is an interesting one, because this is more, I guess, what we do, some of the cool ways we engage with young people. So what's an activity that you enjoy doing, like with young people in the space?
We've got so many options that we can do depending on which space it is, but I feel probably for me table tennis is probably the most fun that you have, especially when you watch the young people actually develop. So starting at the start and they're like, I can't play. And you're like, no, but you get some practice in. And initially, yeah, they can't play. They're horrible, but give it a few months and they are giving us a run for their money. And it is so great to watch that development and knowing that even if you're not sporty, just practice a little bit and you can have that skill.
Yeah, it's about timing. It's about how you would return, how you would serve, how you would cut. I'm teaching a lot of the young people that are coming in Man Cave, and these are really green shoots, really young, and so they're learning early on how to do these things. And it's like, hang on, you're improving faster than I did. I've got to try and compete with this.
The worst thing for that, though, Stephen, is that you're now teaching them skills that they are now using against the rest of us. And we're like, where did this come from? And they're like, oh, Stephen taught me. I'm like, oh, Stephen.
Yes, guilty. I am teaching them to bring down the workers from the inside. So, yeah. Zara, what's an activity that you like to engage with the young people?
I actually put the young people that decide what they would like to do. Like, for example, we have a group of young people that coming on Saturday, that they're jumping from one game to the other because they're very young. You know, they have a lot of energy to play different games. So I learned a lot of things from them as well. You know, like table tennis, and they're playing pool, and then they have like everyday sequence what they are playing. And then recently I put a drum as well they can play. So
yes, the African drum.
Yeah,
that was very interesting, seeing the different dynamics of the team or the group when you brought that out.
Yeah, I try to learn from them, but they're a lot smarter. Yeah, we play a lot of Uno as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yes, we definitely need to establish which rules you're playing by before you start the Uno game.
And also recently we played with Kyle. I played 13 cards, you know, with young people.
Yes. Is this one, it's called Presidents?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, an interesting game.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that
very
one too.
interesting.
Definitely. Look, I love table tennis, and I definitely love Uno, but I really love being challenged. And one of the things that challenges me is when I'm playing these kids that have got such awesome skills in FIFA. I will challenge them, probably lose, but I will learn something. So I've got a couple of names in the top of my head here of young people that have taught me some skills in FIFA that I can use against other young people. And when I play FIFA, there's a bit of shock that I actually know what I'm doing. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things, one of the skills that one of the ways I like to engage. This is going to be an awkward one because I know, Nat, you've just had an awesome experience overseas. The question is, if you could travel anywhere over the break, where would it be and why?
Well, as you've just said, I did just get back from a holiday. I, humble brag, went to South Korea and Japan, which was absolutely incredible. Do get there if you can. But over the break, because they would both be in winter and it would be snow, I would not go there. If I could go anywhere over the break, I would go to my favourite place in the whole entire world, which is Halls Gap in the Grampians. We have a cabin there that we go to, and it's the best place. The nature, silence, it just resets you. It's a place where you can go and just zen and chill, do nothing, and yeah.
Sounds like the opposite of a trip overseas.
Definitely different to the middle of walking through Shinjuku crossing, for sure.
Love it. Center, nature, and just finding yourself again. Yeah. So yeah, great answer. Zara, where would you like to, if the opportunity to travel anywhere in the world was presented, what would you like to take?
I think during holiday, especially Christmas, as Nat mentioned, that it's going to be too cold in other parts of the world. So I would love to travel back to Queensland. Queensland is my home and I belong to Queensland. Yeah, it has pretty beaches and also so warm and nice and cool, and to see my nephew as well.
Love it.
Yeah.
Queensland's definitely a destination for most of us Victorians over that period. I'm definitely going out there with this one because summer in Victoria is hot. So I'm thinking an escape would be to go and hang out with the penguins and the polar bears down at the Arctic. That would be awesome to go and experience, I think.
That would be very cold.
Yeah, it'd be cool though. Like literally cool. That's such a dad joke. Hanging out and dancing with the penguins, doing the happy feet dance, right?
And polar bear.
And the polar bear.
Yeah.
I love the polar bear. I just want to wish you guys, an awesome break. Get refreshed, re-energized, and come back ready for a great 2025. So thank you for joining.
Thank
Steve. You, Stephen.
So that's a wrap for us. I'm going to hand it over to Ellie.
Thanks, Steve. Hey, everyone. With me, I have Rory and Chanel, and we're just going to jump straight into the questions. What is your go-to holiday movie and why?
My go-to holiday movie is The Grinch because I have watched it ever since I was a little boy.
Do you watch the cartoon or
No,
the Jim Carrey one?
Just the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah.
If I watch any other one, I feel like it's going to ruin it, so
Fair.
I don't watch it.
Rory, what's yours?
I don't really watch movies, but I love watching cricket over summertime because it reminds me of being young, and I just like cricket.
Nice. Mine is the Santa Claus, the first one, because that's also something I watched a lot as a kid. But I would also have a marathon and watch all three.
Who's in the first one?
Tim Allen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What is one of the coolest things you have been a part of this year at work?
Mine was probably just being on the bus.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because the bus came to my high school, obviously when I was in high school, but it came around to our school, and it's just cool to be able to work on the bus.
Oh, that's cool. Was it the same bus or was it
a different bus. That was pretty cool. I like it. Going to different schools, going to different community centres and stuff. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Probably my day-to-day work on the KC360 bus. I do really enjoy it. I really enjoy the school holidays because we get to go out to the further areas of the city of Casey, places like Cannons Creek and Blind Bight, where it's really beautiful, lots of trees and coastal vegetation, and I like being out there.
I really enjoyed doing the trivia at Girl Connect. I found it was really fun. The girls really enjoyed it. Just watching them all engage, learning new skills. I really found that fun. What is an activity that you enjoy doing with the young people at work?
All of them.
Yeah?
The table tennis.
That's your
Table tennis.
favourite?
That's definitely my
It's
favorite.
my least favourite.
What? I love table
I'm really
tennis.
bad at it.
And HP, they got like really good table tennis players.
Yeah, he
So
comes in with his own...
Yeah, so it's
thing.
mad challenges. Like I thought, we'll just go in. It'll be like pretty easy. Man, I like get smashed over there. But it's good because it's like teaching me how to become better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So table tennis definitely.
Rory?
I enjoy playing NBA 2K on the PlayStation.
For me, I like playing games like board games and stuff, but then I also like the pool table specifically at Hampton Park because it's small and I can reach, but I don't like playing at Narre Warren because it's big and I can barely hit the balls. But I have been improving at Hampton Park, so that's been fun.
Nice.
All right, let's finish with if you could travel anywhere over the break, where would it be and why?
Probably Sydney because my brothers are there and I'd like to go and see them and my nephews and nieces.
Rory?
If I could go anywhere over the break, I would go to Perth to visit one of my best friends who's working over there at the moment.
My answer's the same because, WA in general, my grandma lives in Perth, so I go there a lot. I'd love to go see her over Christmas, but I've never really got to travel up north, so I'd really want to go into Perth, visit her, and then go up to Exmouth because that's on my bucket list where I really want to go. All right, well, thanks, guys, and now we'll pass over to Kyle.
Thanks, Ellie. And with me today, or now, I have Larissa
Hi, Kyle.
and Maddie.
Hi.
What would be your favourite holiday movie?
Well, my favourite holiday movie has to be Love Actually. The opening scene at the airport is very beautiful and it's just a upbeat kind of movie.
Yeah,
That's-
nice.
That's my favourite, I suppose.
It's also my favourite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm actually trying to think of this myself, what would be my favourite movie, and I honestly cannot think of an answer. I don't really watch a lot of holiday movies. I watch a lot of movies, just not a lot of holiday movies. So, yeah, sorry, listeners. I don't think I actually have a favourite holiday movie. What would be the coolest thing that you have done at work this year?
I'd say probably for me would be working with the young people at Girl Connect. It's a really great program for young women aged 10 to 13 years, and we do lots of fun activities. We also have guest speakers come along. It's just a great Friday afternoon activity to be involved in. That's probably my highlight of the year.
Oh, nice.
Mine would be cooking with the young people at Hampton Park. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we have heaps of fun. It's not just about, getting food out of it at the end of the day. It's also like a lot of fun and, yeah, they're using teamwork and communication and, yeah.
I think I'm a tie between Dungeons and Dragons and working on the Summerfest
Oh, yeah.
for next year.
Yeah, that sounds like
it's
gonna be
been
great.
Yeah, it's been interesting just having to contact different people and that sort of thing, like on the admin side, which obviously isn't very interesting for most people, but for me it's been quite invigorating. But then of course Dungeons and Dragons, I just love doing that with the young people, so that's always been fun. What is an activity that you've enjoyed doing with the young people?
I would say playing Uno, especially when you're first getting to know someone. It's a good way to start conversation and get them involved in something, and also getting other people involved so they can meet other people, and it's not like an awkward introduction. It's like a fun way to get to know the young people, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say for me is running art-based activities. So, for example, doing watercolour painting or air dry clay work. I've painted flower pots with young people, and I think it's nice to have something to take home, something that's finished and completed that they can show their families when they get home.
Ah, nice. Just quickly, Maddie, when you said Uno, is that because you like to win? Or?
No.
No?
Nah.
Do
I
you-
do win, but
do
like
win.
that's not why I like it.
Okay.
There is quite a few competitive staff members in the youth services team, so
Yeah. I am one of them. I think, it'd be the same answer for me, Dungeons and Dragons. Although actually, now that I actually think about it a little bit more, chess. I've been really enjoying chess with the young people, especially at Hampton Park. Some of those young people are just absolutely insanely good. And I get checkmated within like 5 moves. I'm like, I'm going to learn from that.
So you're bad.
Sorry?
So you're not like, you're awful. 5 moves, that's wild.
Stephen, just a note to cut that out of the recording, please.
yeah, what's a good challenge for you, Kyle?
No, it is a good challenge. Yeah, exactly. There was one young person in particular that beat me at Hampton Park maybe 2 weeks ago. And I told him, I am going to remember this. I'm going to learn from this and come back and beat you. And I did. And it felt amazing.
Wow.
Persistence is the key, Kyle.
But he, just to clarify something for the listeners as well, he did learn a lot from that as well. And it was really good. We got a good bonding moment out of it too. All right. So let's finish with, if you could travel anywhere in the world over this this holiday break, where would it be and why?
I would say I just want to go camping this year. It's the same spot we go to every year, and that's the only place I want to go over the holidays, and I am.
Nice.
Yeah.
For me, it would probably be to go to the beach. I love spending time near the water. I find it very calming and relaxing. So any beach, and probably, also with my family as well. That's important.
Yeah, nice. Maddie, any tips as to where you go, or is that like a little hidden secret?
It is a bit of a family secret, but no, it's fine. I'll tell it. It's in Corryong. It's like on the border of New South Wales.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
On the
My family
Murray.
No, it's not on the Murray. It's like in a valley between like mountains, and there's a river that goes down.
Is that near Benambra?
I have no idea.
Okay, never mind then.
It's called Nariel. Nariel
Okay.
Valley, yeah.
Okay, all right, interesting. Well, not that I've prepared this, but I'd like to go to Canada at some point. Probably not over the holidays currently, because my wife would be very upset with me just randomly booking a trip. But yeah, I think Canada's on my big list of countries to go. Just the nature and the
Snow.
well, the landscape is just so different to Australia that I think it'd be a huge contrast compared to what we see here versus what they have over there.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
All right, thank you so much, guys, for coming on to the podcast today.
No worries, Kyle. Thanks for having us.
It's all good.
Thanks for listening, everyone, and have a good holiday and a Merry Christmas.
As always, all appropriate links will be attached to the show notes. To stay up to date with all the exciting things happening in KCU Services, please feel free to follow, like and share us on social media accounts at KCU Services. Or feel free to drop into the KC Youth Information Centres. We are open 1:30pm to 5:15pm, Monday to Friday, with extended hours exclusive to Hampton Park. Please check out our website for more details.
If you have any questions, please feel free to message us on Facebook, Instagram, or look out for a question box in all of our centres.
And until next year, stay safe.
Yeah.